next Edo State governor. Cholera kills 7, hospitalizes 71 others in Adamawa State. On the foreign scene, flooding kills 18 people in Poland, the Czech Republic, Romania, Austria. I'm Ifechuku Moyle with the news. The zonal chairman of Petroleum and Natural Gas Senior Staff Association of Nigeria, Pengasan, George Nwoko, has dismissed reports that the NNPCL is the sole off-taker of the petrol from the Dangote refinery. Mr. Nwoko said there is no such arrangement under the Petroleum Industry Act, PIA. He spoke on Nigerian 4FM's Morning Crossfire today.
I can also quote for you where NNPC has said that the Dangote refinery and any other domestic refinery have retail directly to any marketer on a willing buyer, willing seller basis, which is the current practice for any fully deregulated product. NNPC Limited has no desire or intention to become a distributor for any entity, and therefore the notion of becoming a sole taker does not arise. You agree with me that marketers have products which they imported before now. We just starting to get products from Dangote refinery. Let's allow them to exhaust what they have already in their stock.
Mr. Nwoko said the current arrangement between NNPCL and the Dangote refinery might be a test run.
So I would assume that this is where the pilot is. Maybe we are still seeing ceremonial part of the product being released. But when we are done with this, we should allow marketers to access to the product. Actually, so maybe there is a crude swap agreement for now.
Meanwhile, the Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria believes that the price of Dangote petrol released by the NNPCL may justify the importation of the product into Nigeria. APMAN National Welfare Officer John Kekeocha said the pricing strategy for locally refined petrol should reflect the advantages of domestic production, which should offer Nigerians more affordable options. He said vessels of imported petrol are expected to start arriving in Nigeria today. Moving on, the Nigeria Air Force NAV says it has conducted 2 separate missions targeting specific sites along the Imo River, including the areas of Owaza, Uzaku, Obuzo, Oswako, and Obiako. In a statement by spokesperson Group Captain Kabiru Ali, the Air Force said its aircraft were assigned to provide close air support to ground troops near the Imo River, but due to discrepancy between the initial coordinate and the troops' updated location, the air crew proceeded to conduct armed patrols in the areas of Owaza and Uzaku. It said active illegal refining sites were identified in Uzaku, which was immediately engaged, destroying 4 IRS tanks and 2 canoes. He said a second mission originally intended to support troops northwest of Umuahia was also diverted due to adverse weather conditions, and the crew conducted further armed searches around the Obuzo section of the Imo River and found 12 IRS tanks along with several jerry cans and other equipment used by the criminals. It said they were destroyed around Owaza, Obuzo, Oswako, and Obiako. In other news, the spokesman of the Atiku Okowa 2023 Presidential Campaign Council in Rivers State, Leonu Wibubasa, says he is optimistic that the PDP Governors Forum will keep to its promise to stand with Governor Fubara on who controls the party in the state. Dr. Wibubasa said they said this during an interview with correspondent Obioreware. He said if the PDP Governors Forum stands its ground, the decision of NWC will be rejected.
The highest decision-making body of the party is the NEC, and you know that the composition of the NEC is wider and bigger. Said it is a fight that will continue. We want to see that the PDP governors will make true their decision commitment to the governor of Rivers State and for the people of Rivers State. That if that commitment is made good, I can tell you that at NEC, whatever has been done will be revisited, and of course, our party and the structure of our party come back to who should be heading the party.
The PDP stakeholders also spoke on the reason why the party shifted the date of its NEC meeting.
Some of the people who are contesting, especially on simplified, some of the people.
Recall that the NWC of the party, after the reported endorsement of the congresses held in River State, also shifted the next meeting of the party scheduled to be held 26th of September to October 24th, where it is expected to take a final decision on all congresses held by the state chapter of the party. Now, ahead of the October 5th local government election, the paramount ruler of Mogul community in Gokana local government area of River State, Mene Stephen Bea, says the people of Ward 10 Mogul community have decided to withhold support from any individual contesting the councillorship position from outside the community. Addressing newsmen at Mogul Town Square, Mene Bea said the community is keen on prioritizing individuals who are deeply rooted in the community and can effectively advocate for the concerns of the people.
Some of the people who are contesting, especially on simplified movement, are not indigenous of this community. They were born and raised in this community, but they have denounced that they are not from this community. They have said it publicly and everywhere that they are not from this community. And we are not comfortable for somebody who has said it clearly that is not from this community to represent us. Because when he goes to where they are having a meeting, himself singularly would be the person that will speak on our behalf. And if they have declared that it's not from this community, there are no reason why we can entrust that is going to represent us well.
Now, in their separate speeches, the leader Simplified Movement Ward 10 Mogul Lady CDOC and Secretary Mogul Technical and Interface Committee Nornu Mbari Nenage emphasized that the Simplified Movement should consider residents of Mogul community for the councillorship position.
Can impose any candidate on this community. Above all, tomorrow Prince Will Tommy is not an indigent of this community because he has denounced this community over and over that is not from this community. We are not talking about other political parties, but on the part of Simplified Movement, somebody who does not have the blessings of the community cannot represent us in the Gokana Legislative Assembly.
This person in question that is about to be imposed on Mugu people today was actually born and bred here. This is someone who has denounced the community, and then you know that there wouldn't be a political party without a community. It does mean that you do not have the legal, moral, or any other justifiable ground to want to represent this community politically.
Away from that, the PDP governorship candidate in Edo State, Aswe Godalo, says the next governor of the state will be decided by the people of the state and not the minister of the FCT. Nyesom Wike. Mr. Godalo said this on Channels Television. He also debunked comments by the minister of the FCT, Nyesom Wike, that he declined to give his support to the PDP governorship candidate when they visited him to seek his support. Now recall that Mr. Wike had, during an interview, said that he told Governor Obaseki and Mr. Godalo that he would not support his governorship ambition. Now, still to come, cholera kills 7 to 1 hospitalized in Adamawa State. Stay with us.
Congratulations, you're in the glory of God.
Enforcing your deliverance from satanic manipulation and accusation.
You're welcome back, and now the rest of the news. The organizers of First News' 4th anniversary says River State Governor Siminalayi Fubara and his Bayelsa State counterpart, Senator Doye Diri, are among dignitaries expected as special guests in this year's celebration. A statement signed by the publisher and chief executive officer of First News, Daniel Iworiso-Maxin, said the theme of the event is building the Niger Delta of our dream, with or without oil. The statement also said the renowned economist and management expert Professor Pat Otomi will deliver the keynote address at the event scheduled to be held on October 4th, 2024 at the Hotel Presidential in Port Harcourt, River State. Dr. Iwariso-Maxin said other speakers at the event include former governor of Bayelsa State and senator representing Bayelsa West, Senator Henry Seriake Dixon, lawyer and public affairs analyst Frank Tietie, lawyer and public commentator Libero Soshoma, veteran journalist and columnist Donu Kobara, security consultant Lancelot Anyanya, among others. Now, the statement also said the various speakers and team of experts at the panel sessions will engage the audience in meaningful conversation and dialogue that will stimulate new ideas and solutions on the way forward to fast-track the development of the Niger Delta. Away from that, cholera has killed about 7 persons in the Yola North local government area of Adamawa State. A statement by the National Emergency Management Agency on its X page on Tuesday also said a total of 71 others have been hospitalized. NEMA said the outbreak was caused by a recent flood that contaminated the community's drinking water sources. Now, this comes as the Nigeria Center for Disease Control and Prevention disclosed that the country had recorded 1,528 suspected cases of cholera and 53 deaths in 31 states across 107 local government areas. And now in business, about 65 million phone lines are at risk of disconnection after telecom operators refused to grant subscribers an extension to the National Identification Number Subscriber Identity Module linkage deadline. Now, this comes after the expiration of the September 14 deadline. The chairman of the Association of Licensed Telecom Operators of Nigeria, Winga Adebayo, said the disconnection process is already ongoing. And now in entertainment, hip-hop mogul Sean Diddy Combs has been arrested in New York City on unspecified federal charges. The arrest in Manhattan follows raids on 2 of his properties in Los Angeles and Miami in March as part of an ongoing investigation into sex trafficking. In sports, Manchester United manager Erik ten Hag says Brazil winger Antony has to earn the right to play for the club. Antony, who was signed from Ajax in 2022 for £82 million in Manchester United's second most expensive player behind Paul Pogba. And on the international scene, at least 18 people have died in flooding in Poland, the Czech Republic, Romania and Austria. Water levels in Nysa, southern Poland, have started receding after the mayor of the town of more than 40,000 people ordered residents to evacuate due to damage to a nearby flood bank. More than 5,000 troops have been deployed to support people in southern Poland. That's a wrap on the news this afternoon. Before we go, let's have a look at the major stories. Pengassan Zonal Chairman George Nwoko has said there is no agreement that allows the NNPCL to be the sole off-taker of Dangote Petrol. Edo State PDP governorship candidate has maintained that the FCT Minister Somuke can't decide next Edo State governor. Cholera has killed 7 and hospitalized 71 others in Adamawa State. And on the foreign scene, you heard flooding has killed 18 people in Poland, the Czech Republic, Romania, and Austria. The news was edited by Onyeka Chinwosu. To reach the news team, send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808 721 7215. I'm Ifechu Wanyali. Many thanks for listening.
to thrive in a fast-changing world.
Tune in to 90.